What is happening, folks? Welcome to Hunting with Tripler. I went to 10 thrift stores in 24 hours, and I'd love for you to come along with me. Take a look.
I collect so many things. Would you like to share this journey with me? I will show you the prizes I got today. So come along with me, come on and join the chase, yeah!
So folks, in today's episode, like I said, I went to 10 different thrift stores and I was just searching for really good quality items for my reselling business. And for those of you who have been watching the channel, recently I've been really focused on finding good quality stuff versus just loading up on things because quite honestly, I just don't need a whole lot of stuff. So it's important that the items that you are looking for, you know that they're gonna sell fast. And sometimes that means that you're gonna be going to a lot of places and finding absolutely nothing. And the hauls just don't really feel like big hauls anymore. They just sort of feel like I got a bag full of stuff. And that is exactly what's going on in today's episode. Good quality finds. I'm gonna show you some of the items that I picked up, some of the items that I passed on, and some weird stuff too. And we'll be looking at our profit and loss for the last week, and those sales have been up a little bit. The profit overall is still in the negative. Sit back and enjoy. Goodwill has this sweet Sony VHS player and it goes for like 50 bucks, but they wanted 25 for it. That's terrible.
Pass.
Total is $49.98. Would you like to donate the 2 cents making it 50?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Thank you so much.
Pass.
The one thing I noticed when I was walking around is things seemed pretty bare and there really weren't any electronics, and that's, typically an area I spend the most time with. So it was unusual not to see really any. The DVDs were stacked, but they were also just a whole bunch of commons. There really wasn't anything here at all worth scanning. Question of the video: how many of you had the Nerf basketball hoop on your door growing up? Let me know right now.
Not weird.
Alright, I'm gonna check out the plush, even though I don't know what I'm doing here, but I know there's money, so I'm at least checking. Then I'm checking out the video games, of course, but there just wasn't enough margin on any of these. They were just too high priced. I think $6 or $7 per game. Alright, so here's the thing about these Pokemon VHS snap shells. You can open them up, and from time to time, you will actually find the original card that's in there, and those cards can actually be worth money. Not this time. This heavy foam box was going for 20 bucks. I don't know why I passed it up because I think I could have sold that locally for like 60. Now this one was interesting. There weren't a lot of comps. New ones sold for 100, so I did take a chance on this one item. Guys, I forgot to show this sweet bag from that Goodwill haul as well. I got it for $20. They needed 1, 2, and 3 stickers to make sure that that was clear. But it was a Nike bag, branded USC. I'm gonna try to sell this locally. I think I'm gonna get at least $100 for this because this is in beautiful condition. Quite honestly, selling it locally should be pretty easy because there are a lot of SC fans out here. Checking out some receivers here. Got a nice lot of them, but they're all overpriced.
Pass.
I see some packs of cards there. Kind of curious what's in that stack. Let's check it out.
Pass. Pass.
The thrifting adventure continues today, folks. So yesterday we had a number of stops. I tried to keep it really simple, where I was focusing primarily on the finds and not about all of the things I didn't find. So Salvation Army tends to be one where it's hit or miss. Sometimes when I'm hitting a lot here, and when I'm missing so big that I just need to get out. And then we're gonna head over to San Pedro. We're gonna get out of our comfort zone over to another area where there's thrifting and check it out. Hopefully with my strategy of being really specific about what I want and not just grabbing any board game that has value and or figurine that might show some promise, I'm gonna be really, really focused on something that's gonna make me good money or something that I definitely want to sell quickly. So it's easier said than done because sometimes you fall into a trap. We're going into Salvation Army first.
What are these? Oh, these pillows, I know what these are. Yeah, these are. I do know what these are. It looks like it would be.
Recording.
Oh, okay. How much is it? 25.
Pass.
And that was today's episode, folks. And yes, though it kind of looked like there weren't a lot of great items, there was enough there in a 24-hour period that I'm glad that I went out, found some good quality stuff. The shoes for sure were definitely a nice surprise. And I got a couple of comments in my last video saying that definitely we'd like to see more shoe pickups. So there's just a little sprinkling of some of the pickups that I've had on the shoe side. Before we conclude today's episode and go into the profit, here is some bonus footage that I think you guys will genuinely appreciate. Check it out. All right, so bonus footage this week is gonna extend into the next episode because it will be the garage sale episode. Here's something really amazing. All right, I'm gonna show you right here. This was the ad. It was posted for about 13 hours before I even sent a message, and no response as of about 10, 12 hours later. And that I totally expect that 75% of the time people are not responding to your message for a garage sale ad. But I mean, he's got vintage Transformers. You can kind of see in one of these photos there's some G.I. Joe action going on, and this stuff's in box. I was just hoping that I could, you know, kind of entice him that I would like to buy everything. And no response, but here is what I'm gonna do. So this is the bonus footage. I'm gonna drive by his house, as creepy as could be. I'm gonna drive by his place. I'm not knocking on his door or anything like that, but in the event that this person is outside their house, working in the lawn, something of that nature, I'm just gonna say, hey, are you selling your vintage Transformers? And if they say yes, I could start a dialogue. Maybe I could buy them beforehand, because I have a feeling that I'm not gonna be able to get any traction the day of the sale. Not because I can't get up early, because I'll be the first one there, but because I wanna buy all of it. I wanna be a hoarder. So I'm gonna try this. If it doesn't work, of course, we'll just head there Saturday morning and test our luck. But it's not to say that someone else hasn't sent him a message beforehand and they were fortunate enough to have gotten a response from him. So I don't know the circumstances. I'm just gonna try this out. And you're gonna see this live with me if we're gonna have any success. Oh, here's the turn. Here we go. What makes me a little bit optimistic is that the garage sale is close to the beach. One, they don't necessarily pop up that often, but when they do, they're usually just kind of like, they're not the kind of stuff you would think. All right, here we go. Oh, it's this house. I know this guy. Oh man, I know this person. I know the person. Holy cow, I know who this is. Oh man, I know who it is.
So these are my brothers.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
And
Oh, and some G.I. Joes.
Yeah, and we've got more stuff, but we haven't even been able to get to it yet.
I
So
gotcha.
this is what we have so far.
Is there any chance I could buy them?
Well, I mean, I don't know. He's looking to get $1,000 for the 4 of them. I can give you my number, and we can go from there.
I would.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
My friend was one of my really good friends was 6'6". So,
Oh, really? Do you play
yeah.
basketball?
No. He was built more like you.
I'm pretty. Well, I'm from Iowa.
Oh.
So.
Cornhuskers.
Well, I'm a Hawkeye, but yes, the Cornhuskers are right. They're right there.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I would definitely be interested.
Just take my number. Only because we're leaving for the fair right now.
I'm probably gonna get him.
Now, I can't tell you the outcome of the bonus footage because it actually hasn't happened yet. I don't know what's going to happen, and it's going to be hopefully in a couple of days. I did text her, we had a nice exchange, and I'm genuinely hoping that I get it for a decent price. She wants $1,000 for the 4 inbox Transformers, which is a little high, but I'm gonna look it over, I'm gonna see what she has, I'm gonna check out all the G.I. Joes, all the other Transformers, and if you haven't seen the last episode where I picked up a bunch of vintage Transformers, here's a little channel tag right here, check that one out, it was absolutely insane. I don't think I'll ever be paying as little as I did the last time. This time I imagine I'm gonna be paying a lot more, but that's alright. As long as there's value there, those are items that sell really fast. Let's get into the profit and loss. Last week we left off with negative $846 in total profit, and that's over about a 4-week period where we've been really tracking all of this. Now $2,600 comes off of that number. All of the games I sent off to be graded to WADA, they are already there, they're being graded. A YouTube commenter actually said that I probably won't get them back for a couple of months. And I'm kind of freaked out about that. That's a big bummer. I was hoping to get them back within at least a month. So the costs for this last week included my rent, and the overall cost for the week was $3,019.29. I had an Amazon payment of $5.87. Fantastic. Now eBay was absolutely insane this week, so you can see that right here, and that net is $3,146. Wednesday was absolutely tremendous. It was my first $1,000 day in over a month. That brings the week's profit to $132. Now the positive finish to the week is fantastic, but not nearly enough because we are still sitting at negative $713. So we have over $60,000 to go to reach our goal. I'm staying confident we're still gonna do this. Folks, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope your weekend finds, like I always do, are amazing. I hope you post a lot of those. I love seeing them. They are always very motivating, of course. And your weekend sales, I hope they are equally as good as your finds. Thanks for joining me again, and of course, I will see you next time. Take care.